My child, I know how heavy your heart feels right now. I know there are days when you wake up already tired, not because your body is weak, but because your soul has been carrying too much for too long. You smile in front of others, you try to stay strong, but deep inside, you are asking a question you are afraid to say out loud: God, are you still here? There are moments when the silence feels unbearable. Moments when prayers seem to rise into the air and fall back unanswered. Moments when you wonder if you did something wrong, or if you were simply forgotten. But listen to me. You were never forgotten. You were never abandoned. You were never alone. Even when you cannot feel my presence, I am closer than your breath. I see you standing in the middle of life's storms, trying to stay upright while waves of disappointment, loss, fear, and exhaustion crash against you. You wonder how much longer you can keep going. You wonder how much more your heart can take. And in those moments, when your strength fades, I am still holding you. I did not step away when things became difficult. I did not turn my face when you felt unworthy. I did not leave when you doubted me. I stayed. There were nights when you cried silently, afraid that even I had grown tired of listening. But every tear you shed was seen. Every unspoken prayer was heard. Every moment you felt invisible, I was watching over you with a love deeper than you can understand. You may feel like you are walking alone, but I have been walking beside you the entire time. When you feel lost, I am guiding you. When you feel weak, I am carrying you. When you feel broken, I am healing you slowly, gently, faithfully. Do not confuse my silence with absence. Do not mistake waiting for abandonment. Sometimes I am quiet because I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Sometimes I am silent because what I am building inside you requires stillness, not noise. I am not late. I am not distant. I am not ignoring your pain. I am with you right now, in this very moment. And I will continue to be with you, even when the road feels long, even when hope feels fragile, even when you feel like giving up. Because I have not finished with you yet. My child, there will be days when you do not feel me. You will pray, yet your heart feels empty. You will call my name, yet the sky feels silent. And in that silence, doubt will whisper to you, maybe God has left. Maybe I am not important anymore. Maybe I am walking this road alone. But listen carefully. Your feelings are not the measure of my presence. I was with you even on the days you felt nothing. I was holding you even when your heart felt numb. I was working even when you thought nothing was happening. There are moments when pain becomes so loud that it drowns out my voice. There are seasons when exhaustion clouds your vision, making it hard to see my hand in your life. But absence of feeling does not mean absence of love. A child does not stop being loved just because they fall asleep in their parent's arms. And you, my child, are still in my arms even when you cannot feel them. You see only the surface of your life, but I see the roots. You see delay, but I see preparation. You see struggle, but I see strengthening. You see brokenness, but I see transformation quietly unfolding. There are things I am healing in you that cannot be rushed. There are lessons that cannot be learned without waiting. There are strengths that are born only in silence. That is why sometimes I walk quietly beside you. Not because I am far away, but because I am close enough to whisper. I know you are tired of being strong. I know you are tired of explaining your pain to people who do not truly listen. I know you are tired of pretending you are okay when you are not. You do not have to pretend with me. Bring me your confusion. Bring me your anger. Bring me your questions. Bring me your broken prayers that do not sound perfect. I am not offended by your honesty. I am not disappointed by your weakness. I am not surprised by your fear. I already know it all and I still choose you. There were moments when you thought you had reached the end of yourself. Moments when you whispered, I can't do this anymore. And yet, somehow, you kept going. Somehow, you took another breath. Somehow, you survived another day. That was not an accident. That was me, giving you strength you did not know you had. Even now, as you listen to these words, you are not here by chance. I knew this moment would find you. I knew your heart would need this reminder today. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not walking alone. I am with you in the waiting. I am with you in the confusion. I am with you in the silence. And I will not leave. My child, I do not watch your pain from a distance. I have felt sorrow. I have known rejection. I have tasted loneliness. I understand what it means to feel misunderstood. I understand what it means to be betrayed. I understand what it means to carry a heavy heart while others do not see the weight you bear. That is why you can come to me without fear. There are wounds inside you that no one else knows about. Memories that still ache. Words spoken over you that never truly healed. Losses you never had the chance to grieve properly. I see them all. Nothing in your heart is hidden from me. When you feel like no one understands why you are the way you are, I do. When people judge your weakness without knowing your story, I know it. When you blame yourself for things you could not control, I see the truth. You are not weak because you feel deeply. You are not broken because you struggle. You are not a failure because you are tired. You are human. And you are loved. I do not ask you to carry your burdens alone. I never intended for you to do so. The weight you are trying to hold by yourself was never meant to be carried without me. Lay it down. Lay down the guilt you keep replaying in your mind. Lay down the shame that tells you you are not enough. Lay down the fear that whispers the future will always hurt like this. Give it to me. I am gentle with your wounds. I am patient with your healing. I do not rush what needs time. Healing does not mean forgetting what hurt you. Healing means you are no longer controlled by it. And I am walking you toward that healing step by step, breath by breath. My child, you keep thinking you must become better before coming to me. You tell yourself, once I fix my mistakes. Once I stop falling. Once I become stronger, purer, more faithful. Then God will accept me. But listen carefully. I did not wait for you to be perfect before loving you. I loved you first. I saw you at your worst and I stayed. I saw your failures and I did not turn away. I saw the parts of you that you hide from everyone else and I still called you mine. You are not loved because you are flawless. You are loved because you are mine. Your past does not scare me. Your sins do not shock me. Your weakness does not disqualify you. I knew every mistake you would make before you ever made it and I chose you anyway. There are days when you look at yourself with disappointment. You replay old decisions, old words, old moments where you wish you had chosen differently. You punish yourself in your thoughts, believing that shame will somehow make you better. But shame has never healed anyone. It only keeps you hiding. I do not call you to hide. I call you to come closer. When you fall, I do not step back, I reach out. When you fail, I do not condemn, I restore. When you feel unworthy, I remind you who you are. You are not defined by what you did. You are defined by my love for you. Stop measuring your worth by your worst days. Stop believing you must earn what I freely give. Grace is not a reward for the strong. Grace is a gift for the broken. And you, my child, are not too broken for me. My child, I know there are moments when you want to stop. Not because you are weak, but because you have been strong for too long. You are tired of fighting battles no one sees. Tired of hoping and being disappointed. Tired of praying and waiting. There are nights when you lie awake thinking, how much longer do I have to endure this? How many more times do I have to be hurt? How many more tears before something changes? And sometimes, you whisper a thought you are afraid to admit, I don't know if I can keep going. Listen to me now. Do not stop in a place I never intended you to remain. What feels like an ending to you is not the end to me. What feels like failure is not how I see you. What feels like darkness is not without purpose. You are closer than you think. The moment before dawn always feels like the darkest night. I have seen every step you have taken. I have counted every tear. I have watched you choose to keep going when giving up felt easier. Your perseverance has not been wasted. Your suffering has not been ignored. Your story is not over. There are things I am preparing ahead of you that you cannot yet see. There are doors you are about to walk through that would not have been possible without what you have endured. If you could see what I see, you would understand why I asked you to hold on just a little longer. So hold on. Not because everything is easy. Not because you have all the answers. But because I am still with you. I will give you strength for today. Not for the whole future, just for this moment. And tomorrow, I will give you strength again. My child, I have never asked you to walk this road alone. Every step you take, I am beside you. Every tear you cry, I am near. Every fear you carry, I already know. When you stumble, I steady you. When you fall, I lift you. When you feel lost, I guide you. You may not see my footprints, but they are there. You may not hear my voice clearly, but I am speaking through moments, through people, through quiet nudges in your heart. I am not rushing you. I am not comparing you to anyone else. I am not disappointed in your pace. Healing takes time. Growth takes patience. Faith deepens in seasons of uncertainty. And I am patient with you. I will walk with you through every valley. I will stay with you through every storm. I will not leave when the road becomes difficult. Because I am not just the God of your victories. I am the God of your waiting, your healing, your becoming. My child, remember this: when everything feels heavy, you are not alone. You have never been alone. And you never will be. I am with you now, tomorrow, and always. When you feel weak, I am your strength. When you feel afraid, I am your peace. When you feel broken, I am your healer. Trust me. Even if you do not understand the path. Even if the journey feels long. Even if your heart still hurts. I am not finished with you yet. My child, there are moments when you look at your life and quietly ask, do I still matter? Am I still valuable? Does my existence really mean anything? You see others moving forward while you feel stuck. You see others succeeding while you are still healing. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to believe a lie, that you are falling behind. That you are less than. That you have somehow missed your chance. But listen to me. Your value has never depended on your progress. Your worth has never been measured by comparison. Your life has never been an accident. I formed you with intention. I breathed life into you with purpose. I placed you exactly where you are for a reason. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. The world may measure worth by speed, success, and appearance. But I measure by heart. And your heart, even wounded, even tired, still matters deeply to me. Do not let temporary seasons convince you of permanent lies. This season is not your identity. This pain is not your definition. This delay is not your defeat. I am still writing your story. My child, faith does not disappear all at once. It fades quietly. One unanswered prayer. One disappointment. One loss that cuts too deep. And suddenly, believing feels harder than doubting. You still believe in me but not with the same certainty. You still pray but without the same fire. You still hope but carefully, afraid of being hurt again. I see that struggle. And I want you to know something important: a weak faith is still faith. Faith does not need to be loud to be real. Faith does not need to be perfect to be alive. Sometimes faith is simply choosing not to walk away. Even when you are confused, hurt, and tired. I am not offended by your questions. I am not threatened by your doubts. I am not disappointed when you wrestle with belief. Bring your fragile faith to me, bring your half-formed prayers. Bring your tired hope. I will meet you there. I do not extinguish flickering faith. I protect it. Even now, as you listen, faith is not dying inside you. It is resting. And soon, it will rise again. My child, I know what you are waiting for. I know the prayer you repeat in silence. I know the answer you long to hear. I know the breakthrough you hope will finally come. You wonder why it is taking so long. You wonder why others receive answers sooner. You wonder if waiting has meaning or if it is just wasted time. But waiting is not punishment. Waiting is preparation. There are things I am aligning. There are doors I am opening at the right moment. There are paths I am protecting you from even if you cannot see it yet. If I gave you what you want too early, it could harm you. If I answered before you were ready, you might not survive what comes next. Trust my timing. I see the full picture. You see only this moment. What I am preparing for you will be worth the wait. My child, one day, you will look back at the season. And you will see it differently. You will realize how strong you became without noticing. How much wisdom grew from pain. How deeply your heart learned compassion. The wounds that hurt you will no longer control you. The memories that haunted you will no longer define you. The fear that once ruled you will lose its power. Healing does not erase the past. It transforms it. And I am leading you toward that healing. Slowly. Gently. Faithfully. Do not rush what I am restoring. Some things must heal layer by layer. My child, before you move forward, remember this: you are loved, not tolerated. You are chosen, not accidental. You are held, not abandoned. I am with you in your weakness. I am with you in your waiting. I am with you in your becoming. You do not walk alone. You never have. When fear returns, remember my voice. When doubt whispers, remember my promise. When darkness feels close, remember my presence. I am with you. Always. My child, as you reach the end of these words, do not think you are reaching the end of my presence. I do not leave when the message ends. I do not disappear when the music fades. I do not step away when the screen goes dark. I remain. I am with you when you rise in the morning. I am with you when you face the weight of the day. I am with you when the night grows quiet and your thoughts return. You do not need to be afraid of what comes next. Whatever waits for you after this moment, I will be there too. If tomorrow brings joy, I will rejoice with you. If tomorrow brings struggle, I will strengthen you. If tomorrow brings uncertainty, I will guide you. You are never stepping into the future alone. Even when you cannot hear me, I am speaking peace over you. Even when you cannot see me, I am watching over you. Even when you feel weak, I am holding you steady. Rest now. Let your heart be still. Let your soul breathe again. You have carried enough for today. I am proud of you for surviving what tried to break you. I am gentle with the parts of you that are still healing. I am patient with the journey you are still walking. You are safe with me. Nothing you face will be faced alone. Nothing you fear will overcome my love. Nothing in your life is beyond my care. So go forward not in fear, but in trust. I am with you. Now. Tomorrow. Always.